just on the dash, coffee in a paper cup, maps in the mirror, sun just coming up. Big E and Chrissy chasing one long line, state to state they're finding all the folks who really shine. Big E's Boondock bus rolling through the rust and the river, from small town diners to the wide, wild desert sky. Big E's Boondock bus every mile just pulls you nearer to the heart of America, right there in your ride. Old blue man.
Hey Buzz fam, Big E here.
I'm Chrissy. Good morning.
Good morning and absolutely Happy New Year. Why? Because 2025 has rolled literally behind us and we are embarking on a new year. And what does that mean?
We're not sure, but we've been just chatting about everything that we've experienced this past year and all the fun that we've had, and of course, you guys.
Yes, and this channel has been hopefully all about you. It started out initially for family and close friends, which are basically family, and it has grown into 1,046 subscribers in the last 10 months.
Yeah, it has. We're excited.
And we don't consider you subscribers, Buzz fam. We consider you family.
So we guess we'll stick around for a while.
I hope so. Don't go anywhere. We love having you with us. It'd be a lonely road, by the way, without you. So, what does all this mean? Well, like I said earlier, we are embarking on a new year, and yes, we are going to make some changes. Behind the scenes, Buzz fam, you don't really necessarily see it, but Big E here, I do a lot of work analyzing, looking at analytics, and trying to decipher what our family likes and dislikes based on all that information, and our comments, of course. And please comment. That really helps me make a better channel for you. But we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot, like I said, about your dislikes and likes. And we're going to try to make some really good, focused, and purposeful changes for the new year. Starting with our identity.
What are you going to change about that? I really liked it.
I love it too. But what we are going to do is ensure that our identity relates to you better in ways that we talk about, that our approach, and this in our channel is to meet ordinary folks just like all of us who actually turn this country into gold, make this country shine. And it shows that you like it as well, because what's funny, on our next, we're going to be showing you the top 10 moments that you have given us, Buzz fam, and a lot of that had to do with interviewing the people that we meet.
Yes. Yeah, the interviews were so key. You guys loved hearing from all the people that we met on the road, all their stories, all the insights, and just the uniqueness of this country that we live in, this amazing country.
And one of them is
Melody, right here behind us.
Right behind us.
With the food truck.
With the food truck. She's got an incredible food truck out on Route 66 on an RV park that we stayed at for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
66 RV park.
Yeah.
Had a great time with Melody. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. I suspect she didn't make the top 10 because the video is a bit newer, so it didn't have a chance to digest within our Buzz fam. But I suspect that you'll be seeing a little bit more of her next year.
You just may. She's got some things going on that we don't want to miss, because we want to make sure that you get to see it too.
Yeah, and she does have some dark humor. I almost lost my thumbs.
Okay, I've never been in a food truck before, so this is going to be a new experience for me. There's a couple reasons why I wouldn't want to put my hand in there right at this point. Number one, it's hot. Number two, I might lose a finger.
Yeah, you might lose a finger. For a little bit, I wouldn't be able to tell which one was a finger.
So she and I get along pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that,
Well, we should probably
Should we roll some film?
We should roll some film.
We can start this countdown of the top 10 most memorable moments of Big E's Boondock Buzz in 2025.
9, run it back in time. Buzz fam roll, call everybody online. Hit play on the chaos, coffee still in your hand. Big laughing at the blooper saying leave it in, that's the brand. From the first wild stream to that campsite rain, mud on your boots, still we stayed entertained.
Okay, so what's our number 10?
Our number 10 is dealing with one of the dislikes. Actually, Chrissy dealing with one of the dislikes
Yeah, I still don't like it.
that she has with our particular Brinkley.
Yeah. Yeah, I've mentioned before that if you opt for the Brinkley and you're asking yourself whether or not you should get the king size bed or the queen size bed. Now, we have an 85, 90 pound dog that sleeps with us. Yes, we do. So the king size bed was a no-brainer for us, and I'm not sure that we would revert to a queen even because of him. So we deal with this king size bed. There's not a lot of space on each side. It's really hard to get the mattress up and changing the sheets, and heaven forbid I have to change the mattress cover. Not one of my favorite things to do. It's always a chore, and I never like it.
Well, let's just see how she handles this, Buzz fam, and let's roll it.
All right, guys, I'm Kristen, and I am here in the bedroom of our Model G 3950 Brinkley. So many things that we love about the Brinkley. We would absolutely buy another Brinkley, flaws and all. But not everything is perfect, and there are even a couple things that we wish we would have made different choices in. So we're going to tackle that along with sharing some other insight. But first, you're wondering what is going on behind me. No, I did not make the bed yet today because I wanted to show you the process that it takes to make the bed. Because why? Because this is one of the things we don't love so much. All right, well, you get the idea. That's as good as it's gonna get for today. I'm sweating. I need a drink.
All right, we're on number 9.
We are on number 9.
Yes. Number 10 was something of a bit of a challenge about our rig.
Yeah.
Number 9 was another challenge where we were in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And we crossed the border by foot,
Mm-hmm.
and we couldn't figure out how to get back.
No.
Again, across the border in America. So we were in Mexico, just south of New Mexico.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get back into New Mexico by foot, and we couldn't read any of the signs. And really, it looked like we were in prison.
It did kind of look like we were on our way to the clink, no question. But the funny part of it is there weren't any signs and there were no people around. So there's a good chance we were probably in the wrong place.
And
because we're good at that.
Yes. And I'll admit, I did have a fear of getting apprehended.
And our limited Spanish speaking skills, that might be something we could resolve to do in 2026 is learn a little bit more Spanish.
Although in this episode, you'll find out that I do speak a little bit of Spanish.
And you can hear just what I think of that.
Yes, so let's get rolling on that note.
We're not sure how to get back to America.
We might be stuck here.
We came through those doors.
We came through those doors.
This says enter.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah, it brings us back up there.
well,
Self-declaration. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's go through here.
I think the issue here is that neither one of us really speaks Spanish.
No.
So we're at a loss.
Nah.
If they don't have an English
The only
translation.
thing I can say is yo soy muy guapo.
What does that mean?
I'm very good looking.
Oh, I don't know how you learned that one.
I don't either.
What, we are on number 8 now?
Yeah, we're good at this.
Yeah, we are.
You've seen other episodes where we've tried to count down,
Yeah, this doesn't go so well.
but we're gonna do this perfectly, Buzz fam. And we are on number 8. Number 8, we are in, I think it was Bemidji,
Bemidji, Minnesota.
just outside of Bemidji.
Yeah, you found an incredible location, experiential place
It's all me. All me.
It was. You did a good one there. That was, and I think that was that whole video was one of the most popular videos of the year, I want to say.
Not in viewership, but the segments that the viewership contained.
Got it.
It's hard to explain, but that's all analytical. We don't need to go there.
Yeah.
But what's really important is that you picked this number 8, and this was about a particular wall, not the Great Wall of China, but you'll soon find out, in Germany.
Yes, it was. He had some genuine pieces of this wall that one of his, was it a viewer? Or so people see him online and they see all the things he has and all the things he collects and they just bring him stuff.
Yeah, he's basically got a museum
and he
of
loves to
firearms
take it.
and
Yeah.
artifacts from World War I and World War II history.
Yeah.
And he preserves it for others to see.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
his,
incredible.
That's his sole mission. Trust me, he doesn't make a lot of money selling weapons.
No, he doesn't.
We found that out to our
we
surprise, and he actually found that out to his surprise during an interview.
Yep,
So if
he
you
did.
want to catch that interview, just go ahead and look. We'll post this.
Yeah,
in
we'll
the
put the
description.
links for all the videos, the full videos in the description. Okay.
All right. Well, let's. Oh, and he's also talks about World War I uniform. that he has on display. Unfortunately, we didn't get that footage. We'll get that next time we see him because we will be seeing him next year, Mustang.
Yeah. I had a guy drop these off on last week. This is 2 pieces of the Berlin Wall when the Berlin Wall fell.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
He's like, sorry they're painted, but the entire wall was graffitied.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
And he was there when it fell, and he's
Holy
like,
buckets.
scooped up a couple. So people drop off artifacts here because they see this and they're like, hey, I have, well, that World War I uniform that's out there. There was a family in Grand Forks that took our permit to carry class. And they were like, nobody knew him because he died from mustard gas poisoning when he was young. And no one really had an attachment with him. Would you display his uniform on the store? And it's the most complete World War I uniform I've ever seen.
We hope you enjoyed that one. We're moving right on to number 7.
Number 7. Have you ever felt like you just wanted to jump off a cliff? Or have you ever felt like maybe someone wanted to push you off a cliff? Either way, number 7 brings some fears to your life.
Oh, this was an incredibly personal moment too, though. This was a fun trip for us in Albuquerque when we took this trip up this mountain that has some personal significance for Eric. And then, of course, we had to throw a little humor in just to lighten the mood.
Yeah. So basically, we were standing on the peak of Sandia Mountain in New Mexico, just, I believe I want to say just east. Well, actually on the eastern border of Albuquerque. And it was about 10,300 feet. And you'll see me standing on a ledge. And somebody didn't like it. I don't know if it was me or Chrissy, but the fact is, I felt a little insecure, and she did as well.
I have a bit of an issue with heights anyway. My legs just don't really appreciate that kind of altitude. So I was already dealing with noodle legs. I didn't need boy over here toppling over the edge.
Yeah. All right. Let's get rolling on number 7, shall we? Let's go. But
Okay.
don't push me.
Okay.
All right.
Not this time.
Not this.
Oh boy. This is where my legs start to turn jelly.
Oh my gosh. It is windy up here. It doesn't get more panoramic than this. Oh my word. What's down here?
I'm not getting that close.
Hey, I'm gonna jump
fall
off
down.
the ledge.
You're broke already.
Huh?
You're already broke. Don't.
Oh, I thought you said I froze.
No, you're broken.
I am broken.
You don't have a whole lot of lives left. You'll be tapping out soon.
I better not go any further.
No, I think you're good.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Come on. Stop. I don't even want to get that close. Why you gotta do such things?
Wow.
Number 6.
That was definitely a memorable moment in number 7 for us. Number 6 is where we're at. Yeah.
Number 6. And I don't know. I love our law enforcement. And I especially love those who have served our country and served on the front lines in the service of our communities.
Mm-hmm.
And Denny, God bless you. You are still with us, thank God, and you have been an inspiration not only to me, but many of you, Buzz fan, because you've ranked him at number 6.
Yeah.
And if you like Lutefisk, you might like this episode. And if you hate it, well, you'll still love it.
Yeah, you will. We promise.
Let's see what it's all about, Lutefisk.
Canine, I had one of the first 3 canine dogs in Park.
What's his name?
His name is Bear.
See, my son is still looking into doing that.
Yeah. So you had a canine unit in Fergus?
In Fargo.
Fargo.
One of the first 3. Yeah, and when he retired him out, we had 42 felony arrests.
Are you serious? He had 42 felony arrests?
Mainly burglaries, and then
No,
he was trained in
pretty dog.
officer protection, tracking, drugs. But we did a lot of building searches and things like that.
What's your name, by the way?
My name's Denny Peterson.
Denny? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I was in the Air Force. I was a cop.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah, and I had a good friend that was a canine handler.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed it.
What kind of dog did you have?
German Shepherd, Sable. Yeah, Sable German Shepherd. Smart dog.
Yeah,
Smart dog.
yeah. And you said your name was Denny?
Denny.
Denny.
Denny. Yeah.
How long were you on the service?
30 years altogether.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah. Then I had 9 years on the K9, and then they pulled me out of there. Well, then I retired max out. Then I was 3 years undercover, narcotic, and then in the detective bureau until I retired out.
What was it like to be undercover narcotics?
Great.
You liked it?
Oh, I love
I thought about it.
playing mind games. Oh, yeah.
Was there a lot of narcotics in
Oh, yeah.
Fargo?
There was a lot of, back in those days, there was a lot of cocaine, a lot of heroin.
What years was that?
Oh, let's see, I went into narcotics about 1980.
Oh, so it was the cocaine and heroin era.
Cocaine, heroin, and a little bit of grass. We didn't mess with, that much unless we had a big load.
Yeah, that was not as a...
And, yeah,
What's it like to have a good drug bust?
great. It's fun. You play the game, and we used to have fun doing it. In fact, we used to have arrest words. And when I was working undercover, when I say the arrest word, then they'd come and arrest me and the bad guy. Well, one time they wanted me to get Lutefisk into the conversation for the arrest.
Lutefisk? Are you serious? Would you have a bunch of Norwegians there you're trying to arrest?
I got it in, but yeah, I got a tape of it. That was kind of funny. We had a good time,
Gosh. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, Denny, that's awesome to hear.
It was fun. Yeah.
All right. Counting them down to number 5. I don't believe we've made any mistakes thus far in our counting abilities.
No, not yet. So far, so good.
Yeah. Let's just say Osseo Public School system has really done us a service.
Yeah, they have not failed us in the counting.
Yes. All right, so we're on number 5. Let's get rolling. And number 5 is all about World War II history. And we are going to see what they call the Hitler's buzzsaw is all about. If you like firing rounds, man, this weapon does it. And so this was your choice as BuzzFam's family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being at the Off-Grid Armory was such an incredible experience, from the history to just what they had to offer, and just the way they go to business was incredible. We'll talk more about that in a bit.
I would be remiss to say that we're going to do a lot of talking about Off-Grid Armory only because of you, BuzzFam.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
This is all you.
Yeah.
Don't blame us that we're repeating. I can't do anything about what you choose.
That brings back a lot of memories. Oh, this is awesome. This is just fantastic.
Nothing in here is a reproduction. Nothing in here doesn't work.
Wow. Wow. Look at this.
Yeah, so there's a few things in here.
This is a lot like the M60 here.
That is a MG74.
Is that where the M60
So that's
came from?
built off MG42,
Yeah.
the German. They called it Hitler's buzzsaw.
Yeah.
But this one's the 74. This is the new version of the 42. There are very few of these in the country. This is a full auto that belongs to Off-Grid. And I don't use this much because finding parts for an
Finding
MG42 is easy. Finding parts for an MG74, not easy because I believe there's only 11 of these in the United States.
Wow. So it's extremely
This
rare.
is a 308 belt fed, and she
belt fed.
shoots like 1,200 rounds a minute. It's so fast.
Wow.
Runs amazing though. It's basically brand new.
Okay.
All right, Buzz fan, we got a lot of bloopers that you don't know about. But we're on number 4.
We are on track for number 4.
And this is taking us about 2 hours. And we've got about 5 minutes of video time.
Yeah.
But we are on
We're getting there.
number 4. And this is what I've learned about you, Buzz fan. You love honesty. You have loved the integrity and honesty that we have provided you in regards to how we feel about Brinkley and our Brinkley RV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things that I've expressed is I don't really particularly like the kitchen sink for a couple reasons. And you're going to find out those reasons, but
Yeah, in this particular segment, I'd love you to keep in mind that no RV is perfect.
absolutely not.
No. And Brinkley, though, they do their best to make up for that industry flaw by providing customer service that goes above and beyond. So let's roll the next footage for number 4.
Before we go down the drain.
Right on.
One of my pet peeves about the kitchen is the kitchen sink. It's grade A plastic, and the drain, the enamel on the drain is starting to peel. Let me explain.
Okay, just hear me out. All right, well, that's plastic. I wish it was something that was a little bit more robust. And if we take a look at the sink drain, the enamel is starting to peel off the drain. You know, one of the things for me is that if you're gonna spend a fair amount of money on your RV and you want it to be like residential quality, I think the sink could be upgraded.
But I hear Eric's complaint about the material the sink is made from. I wasn't as surprised when I started seeing the paint peeling off of the drain, because I know I've seen it before, so I wasn't too surprised when it started peeling here. I feel like it's an easy fix, but I would agree it would be better if it was just either a gold or, you know, some kind of brass looking coordinating color, just metal. Why go with the enamel when you know it's going to be in water all the time?
We talked about this a myriad of times. We're not going to
Yeah.
express it too much here. But in this clip or segment, he talks about his life underwater for 4 years in a submarine. How would you feel?
I just can't even fathom what that would be like. I have absolutely no idea. I suppose you would probably go stir crazy.
I was trying to find out some of the secrets that he may have had that he could privately relay to us, Buzz fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I expressed that it was private between us. It wouldn't go anywhere outside of Buzz fan. I don't think he was really willing to go too far. But let's see what he did in number 3, Under the Sea.
All right.
All right, Big E here. We finally made it to. I've been excited about this for almost a week and a half now. I met Sam here at the Off-Grid Armory. This place is really unique to Bemidji. There isn't a lot of establishments that cater to the Second Amendment, and this one definitely does. So first off, you're a Navy vet.
Navy vet, yep.
And
Submarines.
Yep, you've been underwater a few times. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I spent 4 years of my life underwater on the Louisville, based out of Pearl Harbor, and basically we hunted people.
Come on.
Yeah, we hunted people. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit or no?
It was a good time.
Yeah.
What
do you mean hunted people?
Well, we hunted people. So we would hunt ships. We would target ships and we would hunt them. And yeah.
That must have been kind of...
We'd deliver people and pick up people. And
what was it like on your first mission?
The first time we went underwater, I thought I was going to pass out.
Okay.
And my chief kind of slapped me across the face and said, snap out of it. And I never had a problem after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you were 4 years on basically underwater?
4 years, yeah.
Courses. But now we're moving on to number 2.
Number 2, if you're hungry, Buzz fan, this is only going to make things a lot worse for you, or better, depending on what you have in the pantry.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite episodes, so I was excited to see this make it so far up the list of your memorable moments. But not only did we get to snack on something incredibly
Delicious.
yes,
And smoky.
yes, but we were also at a winery during an art fair with live music. The whole thing pushed me right over the edge.
Those are all Christy's favorites.
Right on. Okay, so we're going to roll that right now. Let's, without further ado.
Clip after clip, we lived it together. Rewind a year, make these moments forever.
Mac and cheese.
Burnt ends mac and cheese from the Mac in the Box. Okay.
Looking
You
good.
got the next.
And
What's next?
I got classic. I just wanted classic mac.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Smells good.
All right, and that's
Nothing like gourmet mac.
from over there.
Okay.
Okay, it's Biggie's first big bite.
Oh.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Not try.
All right. Signature 16.
Good.
Your game. I don't know
Yeah.
how to express this in any other words.
Yeah.
I guess. But this goes back to the early 1990s. That dates, I guess, how old I am. But I served in the United States Air Force proudly for 4 years in active duty from 1990 to 1994. To be more specific, July 25th, 1990 to July 25th, 1994. When I arrived at my first active duty at Bitburg, Germany, my primary duty weapon was an M16. My secondary for my first year was an M60. My duty weapon was the M16 because as my primary duty assignment, that's what I needed. My secondary duty was to protect base security during times of war or conflict, or Air Force interests during wars and conflict. And I was the M60 gunner. I had to train monthly with it, and man, that thing was a beast to carry around. And it was a lot of fun. I do have to admit that. But my pain, your gain, and you're going to find out soon quickly why this was your number one, I guess. And why was this your number one? It wasn't because of the episode. It was because of the segment. This gave birth to a short which had over almost a million views right now.
Yeah. It's pretty
And
funny.
That's one of the biggest. It went viral for us, and that's the biggest reason why this became number one. And I have a feeling this is why Off-Grid Armory had so much exposure in our top 10. Your top 10.
Sure. I'm sure that's totally true. This one segment was pretty powerful.
And painful.
It was a painful memory for you.
Yeah,
Fun
I
for
didn't
us.
even. I told absolutely no one. This went nowhere. My hand did not go anywhere besides me.
Until now. Do you
Not
think
another
they could,
soul.
Can they
Until
still
I-
reach out to you and court martial you for damage to government property today?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
But
then
you
we're good. We're safe.
Yeah, no, I'm too fat. No.
Before I let you go, because my boss said we're over 30 minutes. Okay, so I was an M60 gunner for my first year. Where is it in here? We got to show.
Come on over. M60 gunner.
I was, and I'm going to tell you one of my rookie mistakes.
There it is.
Oh, there you go. Take it.
Yeah. Yeah, this was it. And by rookie mistake, I was out in the field and we were laying down. I fired I don't know how many rounds. Now this is belt fed. And I fired I don't know how many rounds. And I didn't have my assistant gunner with me. So what did I do? I picked one by the handle and the other by the gas tube. Fried my hand. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to go to sick call and then be charged with something stupid.
Destruction of government property.
Yeah, because of my hand.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't tell anyone. I had blisters all over my hand. It got infected. It was bad. So that gas tube gets really hot.
Sure does.
You don't want to. There's a reason why they give you an issued glove.
All right. Well, that wraps up our top 10 memorable moments. And that was definitely the most memorable moment for us last year, for sure. I hope you guys had plenty of memorable moments yourself. And I'm sure that you're looking forward to a bunch more in 2026.
As we are as well. 2026 is going to be filled with adventure for you, Buzz fam. Bigger and better and brighter. And hopefully at some point during our travels, we get to meet up with more of our family members. And man, please invite new Buzz fam members into the fold of our arms. And let's continue to roll down the roads, the highways, mountains, the deserts, the bayous.
All the things.
All the things that our great country has to offer.
Well, we did have to pause regular programming because we really wanted to provide you these 10 most memorable moments so close to the new year. So next week, you can look forward to that Creole Nature Trail and a few other southern adventures for us. We're really excited about for sure.
Yes, where we will find interactive displays, supposedly, where they teach you to hunt gators and what was
crab?
It? Crab.
Yep, crab.
Yes, crab.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do it on the last episode, but quite honestly, they were closed. We weren't aware of it.
Yeah, they closed the interpretive center over the holidays, and we didn't know that it was going to be closed for so long. So we're scrambling to figure out what we're going to do for this episode. No, but we weren't, because this was something we wanted to do.
Going to be something that we were planning to do for you, but it wasn't supposed to be this week.
It wasn't necessarily, but I like it. I think it's good. It's timely.
Yeah, very timely.
For sure. Well, we look forward to the next year and buzzing along with you guys.
Yes, meeting more of our Buzz fam, new folks on the road, and we just absolutely love you guys and thank you for all your love and support back. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Become a Buzz fam member so you can be alerted to all the great new episodes that are for you on your way.
All right, you guys. Thanks again.
Hey, by the way, if you liked this episode, there are 2 more episodes that you can buzz on each side of your screen. And hey, remember, it's a dangerous road up there, so buckle up and always keep your moral compass pointed north.
Okay, we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye, Buzz fam.
Ringing in 2026 with a champagne toast by the water. The freedom of the open road and boondocking off the grid. A specific shout out to the community called the Buzz Fam. We're looking forward to new miles, new campsites, and sharing the road. Musical style, then it's southern rock with acoustic guitar strums building into a driving drum beat, a catchy sing-along chorus that feels like a campfire celebration. Mail welcoming